Now there are certain polymerization reactions of aldehydes and ketones. There are certain polymerization reactions. Got it? So certain polymerization reaction is that when an aqueous solution of formaldehyde, got it, that is called formalin, remember it, aqueous solution of formaldehyde, it is called as formalin. It is very useful for the bio student. They use this particular formalin as an what you can say, that is like we are using chloroform, na? Clear. In the same way they use formalin to intoxicate or for that is nothing but in the, what is that, I am forgetting that word, for the dissection of the lower organisms like your earthworm, cockroach and all those things. Of course I don't think so now the dissection is taking place, whatever it is. In our time it was there, that is used to use formalin, alright, for that particular purposes. We can say that in the lab, we can say for the practical purposes we used to use it. So whatever it is, an aqueous solution of formalin, formaldehyde, that is called formalin, is evaporated to dryness. A white crystalline solid is being formed. A white crystalline solid is obtained. This solid is a polymer of formaldehyde and is called as paraformaldehyde, which is said to be as. And its formula is CH2O whole N dot H2O. We can say that. CH2O whole N. CH2O whole N. This is CH2O whole N dot H2O. It is called as paraformaldehyde. It is known as paraformaldehyde. This is called as. Alright, when the value of N ranges from 6 to 50, from 6 molecules to 50 molecules, that is said to be as paraformaldehyde. On heating paraformaldehyde, it decomposes back to the formaldehyde. Alright, that is the thing. It forms a polymer, paraformaldehyde. Alright, 60 molecules will combine in this particular manner and it will form paraformaldehyde. Alright, and on heating, it will remove the water molecules, will be removed and you will get back again formaldehyde. Similarly, what you find is that when formaldehyde gas is allowed to stand at room temperature, alright, it's allowed to stand, simply stand at room temperature, this molecules of it polymerizes. Alright, now how many molecules? 3 molecules of it polymerizes. Alright, to form metaformaldehyde or trioxomethylene, or it is also called as trioxane. Metaformaldehyde or trioxomethylene or trioxane. Why it is tri? Because 3 molecules of formaldehyde, I am going to write it and show it to you. 3 molecules of formaldehyde polymerizes to form this particular product. How it polymerizes? Simply it is allowed to stand at room temperature. Got it? Simply it is allowed to stand without disturbing, they are allowed to stand at room temperature. Got it? So how the reaction is taking place, we'll see. You will see that. That is nothing but CH2O. See, CH2 double bond O. So here we will take another, that is CH2 double bond O. You need to write it properly so that as the way I am writing it, so this is the way actually we should write, so that we will get a particular product easily. Now why did I write it in this way? See here, this pair of electron comes here, it joins with carbon. This pair of electron comes here and joins with carbon. This pair of electron comes here and joins with this oxygen and carbon. Got it? Clear? In this way, at room temperature. This is taking place at room temperature. So what I am seeing it is that carbon, oxygen alternately is there. Carbon, then here it is oxygen, again carbon, again oxygen and again carbon. So here we are having CH2, this is CH2, this is nothing but CH2, I should say that. This is the product we are getting it. This is called as metaformaldehyde or trioxane, so to say. We can say that. Clear? This is very simple. Again, on heating, you are getting back the formaldehyde. We can say that. This trioxane is a white solid which is soluble in water and it is an anhydrous form of formaldehyde and it is used to regenerate formaldehyde. On heating, we will be getting it back. Fine. Now, next we will see when 6 molecules of formaldehyde, when it is reacting in presence of baryta. Baryta means what? It is nothing but calcium hydroxide. Alright, when 6 molecules and dilute aqueous solution of formaldehyde, clear, containing a weak alkali is your baryta, that is calcium hydroxide, then is allowed to stand, it polymerizes 6 molecules, understood? Formaldehyde polymerizes to give you formose. Now how it polymerizes? 6 molecules, or an aqueous solution of formaldehyde I am taking it, along with a weak solution, a weak alkali, that is calcium hydroxide, which is also called as baryta. Now see the reaction, how I am writing it. So HCHO plus HC. This way I am going to write 6 molecules. This is 2 molecules. This is 3, 4, 5, and this is 6 in presence of baryta, that is calcium hydroxide. What is going to happen? This will go here, this will go here, this will go here, this will go here, and this will go here. So same thing, I am going to write it here. You see the products HCH, here it is OH, again C, this particular C, what is that is there? See, H goes here means OH, H, again it is OH, this H, got it, this H. Now again C, OH, and this H, we can say that. Let me write clearly this one. So again it is C, OH, H. How many it is? We got it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one is this one, that is C double bond O, single bond H. This is known as what? Formose. You can see all it is satisfied. Carbon atom is having 4 bond and OH, 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 you are getting it. So in this way it is called as formose, F-O-R-M-O-S-E. So 3 molecules of it polymerizes, 6 molecules of it polymerizes, that is aqueous solution, under a weak alkali to form that is nothing but formose. This said to be S. Now we come to acetaldehyde. We will see in case of acetaldehyde what it happens. In acetaldehyde we will see. So now see here. Here what we are going to take, that is when acetaldehyde is treated with a very small quantity, alright, only few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, very small, just few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, you will take it and you will treat it with acetaldehyde. Alright, now concentrated sulfuric acid at room temperature. Then what it happens? It undergoes polymerization to form what? Paraaldehyde. How many molecules? 3 molecules. 3 molecules of acetaldehyde, when it is treated with a small quantity of conc H2SO4 at room temperature, then it forms paraaldehyde. Alright, how it is? Just like I wrote it na, for what you can say, formaldehyde. Same thing I am going to do it here also, same thing. Now it is CH2O, I wrote it here in case of formaldehyde. Now instead of CH2, one H is removed and in place of that one CH3 group it comes. See here. Same thing here also, CH, one CH3 group and double bond O. Here also same thing, CH, CH3 and double bond O. So in presence of what I said you, H2SO4 conc at a room temperature, just to make the solution, the aqueous solution acidic reactively. What is going to happen here? This comes here, this bond, this bonds, it comes here, this bond, it comes here. So what is going to happen? Same thing, just like formaldehyde we have done it now, that is trioxane. Here also same thing is. So what you see here, this oxygen, you see, this oxygen goes with carbon, this oxygen goes with carbon, and this oxygen goes with carbon. So first let me arrange that. CO, then C, then it's O, then C, then it is O, then this, then H, H and H. You can see I have done it. Now with CH, what is attached? CH3, then it is here CH3, you can write it this here also, and here it is another CH3. Done. So this is called as nothing but paraaldehyde. It is known as product, we get it, a polymerized product. Now if you take 4 molecules of acetaldehyde, you see here, now if I take 4 molecules of acetaldehyde, then what is going to happen? 4 molecules. The reaction is slightly different with 4 molecules. That is, we will see what is the reaction. With 4 molecules of acetaldehyde. Now we need to write, here you see, we need to write the reactions properly. That is very important. We need to write the reactions properly, then only the reaction will be done. No problem at all. So here, that is CH double bond O and it is CH3. Next is, we will take another CH double bond O, but see how I am writing it. This CH double bond O and CH3. Here also we will be taking CH, CH3 and double bond O. Now you are framing something in your mind, you need to frame something, then only you will be getting it. What I did frame, you know. Here this bond goes here. You start from any atom. So this bond goes here. Now this bond, see, in one particular direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise, whatever you can say. So this I am doing it in nothing but in clockwise direction I am going. Alright, in any direction you can start and you can see that. Clear. So what is happening here? This oxygen with carbon, this oxygen with carbon, this oxygen with this carbon, this oxygen with this carbon. That's it. The product will be. So what is the condition? When 4 molecules. This is concentrated sulfuric acid, not at room temperature, but that is below room temperature at 273 Kelvin, that is at 0 degree centigrade. Same concentrated sulfuric acid, H2SO4, conc, but the temperature is 273 Kelvin. So this polymerization reaction takes place. CH3, let me write CH first. CHO, then CH, then O, then CH, then O. Got it? This O, let me write it here so that it will be easier for me. CH, and here it is O, and in this way. Now I'll put CH3, CH3, CH3 and CH3. See, just it requires some practice, little bit of practice you do, you can easily be able to write the reactions, no problem at all. This is called as meta-aldehyde. This is known as meta-aldehyde. It's a white solid, it regenerates acetaldehyde when it is distilled with dilute H2SO4. It again regenerates acetaldehyde when it is distilled with dilute H2SO4. Now, next is, we will see the reaction with acetophenone. Acetophenone, what is the reactions? Let us see with acetophenone. So, see here, that is, or first we'll go for, let us say, what is that? Aliphatic ketone, let us say. Let us take acetone, then we'll go for acetophenone. Alright, because we have got some reactions with that also. So, CH3, CO, CH3. Alright, this is one molecule I have written in this way. Another molecule you need to write in this manner. See, H2, then CH, CO, CH3. Now you have understood, I think so. Now I'll tell you the condition, you will be able to understand it. But I have taken dry HCl gas. What it will do? It will remove water, because HCl has strong affinity for water. This I have said you earlier also. So HCl has strong affinity for water. 452 volumes of HCl is soluble in 1 volume of water. See, water is removed. And what I get the product? CH3, it is CCH3, then double bond CH, single bond CO, then CH3. It is known as mesitile oxide. This is said to be as mesitile oxide or 4-methyl, 4, you can see that. Here we will count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, alright, 5 or 5. So if you go in this way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then in 4th position methyl, so it is 4-methyl, pent 3 in, 3rd position in, and the 2nd position on. 3-methyl, 4-methyl, pent 3 in, 2 on, or mesitile oxide, we can say that. Alright, now this mesitile oxide again reacts with another, that is what you can say group. This mesitile oxide, it again reacts with another, that is acetone, we can say that. It reacts with another acetone to same condition, it reacts to form a product. So we will see what is that particular product. Now let me do one thing, let me write the mesitile oxide this side. It will be easier for me to write the reaction. This particular product I am writing it here. Got it, children? I am writing this, the product which is being found, I am writing it here, mesitile oxide. See here, CH3, C, CH3, got it? Then double bond, that is CH, single bond C, double bond O, CH3. I wrote it here, it will be easy for me to write the product. Now this CH3, I will break it up into CHH2. Got it? I will break it up into this, and acetone I will be writing in this way. In the previous case what I wrote, I am writing in this way. So you can understand something, that what I am going to do in presence of dry HCl gas, same thing. So what will happen? See here, water is removed, and what is the product formed? See, CH3, it is CH3, double bond CH, then C double bond O, then CH, got it? Then double bond C, then that is CH3. See here, you are getting two CH3 groups here. CH3, CH3, C double bond CH, then CO, then CH, double bond C, CH, double bond C, one bond, one hydrogen, then another two bonds satisfied, then C, then 2 CH3. So this is known as what? And definitely water is removed here, minus water. Water is removed here. Here also you can say water is removed here. Got it? Water is removed. This is known as phoron. P-H-O-R-O-N-E. Phoron, we can say that. Got it? It is called as phoron. P-H-O-R-O-N-E. Clear? Now, if I take 3 molecules of acetyl, that is acetone, let me tell you that you can write it down. 3 molecules, 3 COCH3. CH3COCH3. 3 molecules of CH3COCH3. In presence of conc H2SO4 will give you mesitylene. What is mesitylene? It is 1,3,5 trimethyl benzene. 1,3,5 trimethyl benzene plus 3 molecules of water will be removed. What I said? 3 CH3 COCH3 in presence of conc H2SO4. Now conc H2SO4, what it does? It removes water molecule. What I am going to get it? I am going to get mesitylene. What is mesitylene? It is 1,3,5 trimethyl benzene plus 3 molecules of water is removed. This is also nothing but another condensation reaction with what you can say this with conc H2SO4. Similarly, instead of CH3COCH3, if you take benzene ring, C6H5COCH3, then what will happen? You will be getting 1,3,5 triphenyl benzene. Alright, again I repeat. Instead of CH3COCH3 3 molecules, if you take 3 molecules of C6H5COCH3. Alright, in presence of conc H2SO4, you will be getting 1,3,5 triphenyl benzene. You will be getting 1,3,5 triphenyl benzene plus 3 molecules of water. Alright, in this way you will be getting the reaction. This is all about your, that is polymerization reaction of aldehydes and ketones. Thank you.